Something massive, weighing over 73 trillion pounds, is racing through our solar system right now at more than 124,000 mph. It glows faintly, leaving behind a mysterious haze that scientists still can't explain. But what's truly unsettling isn't its speed or its size. It's the fact that it doesn't belong here. This object, known as 3IATLAS, didn't originate from our sun, our planets, or even our cosmic neighborhood. Its light signature shows a phenomenon no scientist has ever seen before: extreme negative polarization, something that doesn't exist in any known comet. And as if the universe were playing with precision, its orbit is aligned within just 5 degrees of Earth's, a level of mathematical accuracy so unlikely that the odds are less than 1 in a million. Even stranger, the moment it passed closest to Mars, every major NASA data stream went completely dark, shut down at the exact same time due to the US government shutdown. The coincidence is too perfect to ignore. Now researchers are openly asking the question no one ever wanted to. What if this object isn't natural? What if it's something built, a probe, a messenger, or worse, something that's been watching us all along? As 3IATLAS continues its journey toward the sun, every new image, every spectrum, every fragment of data reveals something that shouldn't exist: mass that can't be explained, light that doesn't behave normally, and a path that looks less like coincidence and more like intention. This isn't just another comet. This might be the first Trojan horse from the stars, a visitor disguised as rock and ice, quietly drifting through our solar system on a mission older than civilization itself. The universe just got a lot stranger, and what 3IATLAS does next could change everything we thought we knew about life beyond Earth. It started like any other deep space observation, a faint glimmer in the darkness, a flicker that could have been a distant star, a sensor glitch, or just background noise. But within days, astronomers realized this was something different. This object was moving fast, and its trajectory didn't match anything ever recorded before. They named it 3IATLAS, the third confirmed interstellar object to enter our solar system after Oumuamua and Borisov. But even from the earliest data, it became clear that this one was nothing like the others. Its mass, its speed, and its composition defied every known rule of celestial mechanics. Based on its gravitational influence and brightness, 3IATLAS is estimated to weigh nearly 73 trillion pounds, roughly the mass of a small moon. Yet it's not bound by any planet's gravity. It's just passing through, slicing through the solar system at 124,000 mph, a speed far too high for any object native to our sun's orbit. In short, it doesn't belong here. Even more puzzling was its light signature. As telescopes around the world tracked it, they detected a polarization anomaly. The light scattering off its surface showed extreme negative polarization, something no comet or asteroid in recorded history has ever displayed. The phenomenon implies that 3IATLAS's surface is made of materials that either don't exist naturally in our solar system, or are arranged in a way that no natural process could reproduce. At first, some scientists suggested that maybe it was just covered in exotic dust or ice from another star system. But then came the first precise orbital measurements, and those made the discovery even stranger. Its path through space aligned almost perfectly with the plane of Earth's orbit within a margin of 5 degrees. The probability of such alignment happening by pure chance, less than 1 in a million. 3IATLAS wasn't tumbling randomly through the void like Oumuamua. It was moving in a clean, precise trajectory, as if it had been aimed. As news of the detection spread, observatories across Europe and the United States redirected their telescopes. Agencies from NASA to ESA began collaborating on real-time monitoring, feeding high-resolution data into global models. The calculations confirmed what no one wanted to believe. The object was on a mathematically perfect course that would bring it astonishingly close to Mars, closer than any known interstellar body had ever come to a planet in human history. By late September, 3I-ATLAS's trajectory was plotted with eerie precision. The interstellar traveler was not only approaching, it was accelerating, maintaining stability no matter how intense the solar wind became. There were no visible signs of spin, fragmentation, or deviation. It was too perfect. This was the moment that transformed curiosity into unease. A handful of astrophysicists, including Harvard's Dr. Avi Loeb, began to raise a possibility that would have been unthinkable even a decade ago, that 3I-ATLAS might not be a natural object at all. Because for something that heavy, that stable, and that deliberately aligned to move with such precision through our planetary system, the simplest explanation might not be physics, but engineering. And as the object continued its silent journey toward Mars, every new image and every new data set only deepened the mystery. 3I-ATLAS wasn't just a comet. It was a cosmic enigma, an impossible traveler that had arrived uninvited and was now moving with purpose through our solar system. Something that large, that deliberate, and that silent couldn't be ignored. When astronomers first charted the orbit of 3I-ATLAS, they expected randomness, a wild, chaotic path typical of an interstellar object drifting through a foreign system. But what they found instead was precision, an eerie mathematical precision that no natural object should possess. As the data poured in from observatories across the world, one fact became undeniable. 3I-ATLAS's orbit was perfectly aligned with the ecliptic plane, the flat disk-like region where all of the solar system's planets orbit the Sun. At first, the alignment seemed like coincidence. But the deeper scientists looked, the less sense it made. The probability that an interstellar object traveling for millions of years through the galaxy would enter our solar system along the same orbital plane as Earth, Mars, and Jupiter was so small that it bordered on impossible. Statistically, the odds were calculated at less than 1 in 50,000. And yet here it was, moving with astonishing grace, skimming across the same invisible plane that holds all the major planets. The more precise the measurements became, the more unnatural it appeared. 3I-ATLAS was not just aligned, it was positioned with purpose. Its orbital inclination, a mere 5 degrees, was perfect for passing through key regions of the solar system without colliding with debris or being perturbed by planetary gravity. As the weeks went by, something even stranger emerged. The trajectory didn't just match the ecliptic. It was taking the object on a multi-planetary path, one that would allow it to approach Mars, then move outward past Jupiter in March 2026, where it would pass through a sequence of planetary alignments so geometrically precise that even veteran astronomers called it designed. Each point of the orbit positioned it in such a way that it could theoretically observe multiple planets simultaneously, a flight path far too optimized for mere chance. Some researchers quietly began calling it the path of observation. If an intelligent probe wanted to study our solar system without interfering or revealing itself, this was exactly the kind of orbit it would choose. Low inclination, long visibility windows, and gravitational stability across multiple planetary encounters. But what pushed the speculation further was the timing. As Earth lost line of sight due to the Sun's glare during its perihelion, Mars and its orbiters had an uninterrupted view, followed by Jupiter's window of alignment months later. It was as though 3I-ATLAS's course had been plotted with these exact conditions in mind, ensuring that at every stage of its journey, one planetary vantage point could still observe it, or be observed by it. The sheer improbability of this alignment began to shake even the most skeptical voices in the astrophysics community. Was this truly a coincidence of cosmic geometry? Or had we just stumbled upon evidence of intentional navigation? a trajectory engineered to gather data, scan planets, or perhaps map intelligent activity within the solar system. One astronomer from the European Space Agency summarized the unease best. If this object were a ship, this would be the course I'd plot, not to be seen but to see everything. And now, as it moves steadily toward Jupiter, that's exactly what 3IATLAS seems to be doing, gliding silently through the ecliptic, as if following a route written not by chance but by design. Each kilometer it travels deepens the question that no one wants to answer. If it's following our path so perfectly, was it always meant to find us? And if this was just one, a single object crossing our path by design, then how many others have passed by unnoticed? How many other comets were never comets at all? But beyond the speculation, beyond the fear, lies something far greater: wonder. Because whether 3IATLAS was a machine, a relic, or a natural messenger from another world, it has done something no human probe, telescope, or mission has ever accomplished. It has reminded us that the universe is still capable of surprise, that the cosmos is alive, vast, intelligent, and far more mysterious than our equations allow. One day, when our technology has advanced enough, maybe we'll find it again, out there, drifting between the stars, carrying the data it gathered here, the faint echo of our world stored deep within its alien heart. And maybe, just maybe, when we do, we'll realize that 3IATLAS wasn't the first to come. It was simply the first we noticed. Because perhaps the greatest discovery of all isn't that something came to see us, but that for the first time we were able to see it back.